Welcome to another episode of Sports Line with JLE, where we discuss sports like family. That's the theme song, Man Talk, of my first album, The JLE Experience, on music copyright. A lot of great stuff happening in sports. Indiana won the college football playoff championship. They beat Miami to U 27-21. Might have been a good game. Now, of course, has come out after the win that they may have figured out the secret sauce because most of the players' age on Indiana was 24. So people looked at them as being grown men. And the U had like 18 and 21-year-olds. They were young. And with Mark Cuban being a financial backer, a lot of them may have been projected to go in the 6th or 7th round of the draft. So the pitch from what was being told, y'all come back and we get this championship, and you'll make up to $5 million with the NIL deal. So that might be you. And sports is copycat lead, so you might see other people copy it and see where more people stay. Because you pretty much a mature adult at 24 in football years and really learn the game of football. And most of them were family men as well while they was finishing school. So we're gonna see. That's the third Big Ten school to win. My cousin told me about that. Shout out to him. You had Michigan, you had Ohio State, now Indiana. And that's their first national title in football, which is like, okay. So all those super conferences that was merging over the years, now we start to see the fruit with the Big Ten winning. And the quarterback Mendoza is saying he may be the number one pick this year. So we're going to see. I mean, he played well. I mean, he did that one touchdown. He leaped in and get it. He knew he was going to take that hit. That's what a quarterback should do. You're going to get hit. You need the end zone. You get in there best way you can. Now, the NFL Final Four, Championship Sunday is this week. You got on AFC side, what I predicted, number 1 Broncos versus number 2 Patriots. And I had an NFC, number 1 Seahawks versus number 2 Bears, but Matt Stafford them pulled it out. So they've taken on number 5 Rams. That's the late game. That made me start relooking who I think will make the Super Bowl because, unfortunately, Bo Nix got hurt and they win in the Broncos game. Stedman was a former quarterback for the Patriots, so he's going to be the quarterback. But the way Mike Vrabel got them boys playing, they look like the early first 3 championship Patriots. A mean defense, run game, quarterback doing what he's supposed to do. So I got the Patriots going on. Because, I mean, Stedman could have he got to have a game of his life for them to still go to the Super Bowl. Granted, they're at home, but Vrabel won three titles, so he know what it takes. But Sean Payton won as a coach, so he will coach the game of his life to win with that backup. And they still have been building in Seattle. And I look back on when Minnesota and Detroit a year ago were fighting for number 1 seed. I didn't understand why they let him leave and they got the quarterback from Michigan that won a national title. Because they got a defense, they got a run game. It's like they redid the team they had before when they went to Super Bowl. They ain't gonna be easy win because they division rivals taking on the Rams and Matt Stafford, MVP candidate. He won a Super Bowl, so he's the last best quarterback left standing because he has been to the big dance and won it. And they at home. I'm still picking Seahawks to make Super Bowl because that 12-man, that crowd be crazy in Seattle. But As Jim Ross used to say in wrestling, Matt Stafford is tougher than a $2 steak. So I wouldn't be shocked if they pull it out and win. But I'm gonna give Seattle the home field advantage by that crowd be crazy. So Patriots Seahawks for Super Bowl in 2 weeks. What I got. But I wouldn't be shocked if it's Patriots, Rams, or Broncos, Rams. I'd be more shocked with the Broncos, given Bo Nix got hurt. Now, of all these coaching vacancies in the NFL, a lot of jobs are being getting full quickly. The one that got a lot of people scratching their head is one former Atlanta quarterback, Matt Ryan, who took him to a Super Bowl. They gave him a job as the president of football. And they hired Stefanski, coach of the Browns. A lot of people felt whether it was on him doing it by himself or he was told to do it, really wasn't giving Shedeur Sanders the best opportunity to show if he's a good quarterback or not. And now you go to the Falcons. I mean, you make up a Rooney Rule to give minorities opportunity to become head coaches, even opportunities in the front office. And you pretty much just hiring people that you know or like. I mean, you couldn't find no one else qualified besides Matt Ryan to do that job. Of all these coaches, he just had a losing season in Cleveland. And he got a job. Now, you might say, well, hold on, Jeff. What about Harbaugh going to the Giants? Yeah, but he was always a favorite to get to the Super Bowl. Wasn't nobody talking nothing about Cleveland. They had a hot minute for a second when they had Baker and they was making some moves, and then they got rid of him, and they had a good defense and nothing else. I'm like, okay. You got that job. Then I saw this one. Now, Phillip Rivers was a great quarterback for the Chargers. They brought him back for the Colts because he played in that system. But how is he interviewing for the Buffalo Bills head coaching position? How in the hell does that work? I mean, all these is coordinators, offense, defense that have been coaching this year. Ain't none of them qualified to get that job. You took him off the couch to come back and quarterback your team because you didn't think the backup could run the same offense. He almost pulled it out. And now he's getting a head coaching job now. Okay, he's coaching in high school somewhere else. He got some coaching chops. But he ain't been in the pipeline, as they always say, with all these coaches, coordinators on teams, special team coach or whatever, assistant coach, that's already in the league. Ain't none, and these dudes are like this with these jobs. Like, so really, the last game of the season, I pretty much said, okay, who we want to hire? We want to hire Joe Blow. Okay, let's put that down. We're going to hire Joe Blow. We got to wait a little bit because the season just ended. Let's say after the divisional round, let's start hiring people we want. And you say, well, we interviewed a lot of people. I know we've been looking for an offense coordinator. Some people saying everybody want, everybody trying to snatch them up. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can keep a secret who you really want to hire. Because when no one talking about, Buffalo's looking to give a look at Phillip Rivers for the head coach job. And, when you sit and see this stuff, you have some people say, don't play the race card. That's first y'all start screaming. I'm looking at all these coaches in the league right now. None of them are qualified to get the opportunity. This man was on the couch coaching high school where he was coaching at. He come back to play in the same system he retired from. And now he getting all these opportunities. He seems like to be a good dude, but no one else is more qualified that's been coaching this season. Okay. You just sit back like, okay. Then the Ravens, they hired the Charger defensive coordinator, Jesse Mentor. Well, at least he's a defensive-minded coach, so the defense should be better. Cowboys hired Eagles passing game coordinator Christian Parker as their new defensive coordinator. I mean, these jobs just been leaving. Like, dang. There ain't been no long drawn out process, or they've been looking at this person for a minute. They interviewed this person, that person, that person. Then I'm reading about the Cleveland job where a lot of people turn that down because the GM and owner wanted Jim Schwartz, who's the coach of the Lions, defense coordinator for the Eagles when they won the title. I think he's still been over there. Well, he's going to be defensive coordinator, and this now they already putting demands on how they want him to run the team. And I can understand that as a head coach. If I'm going to run this ship, I do it the way I want to do it. I don't want to do it where I come in, oh, well, this is going to be your coordinator, this is going to be that, this is going to be that. No. I'm not doing that. But you've seen stuff like that. So a lot of people turn that job down right now. But the biggest one everybody been really just shaking their head on is the Falcons. Now you gave Matt Ryan a job that, because he got a degree, Jeff, and he was just a quarterback in the league. He ain't been doing no front office job since he stopped quarterbacking. He been doing commentary. That's like people try to give Steve Kerr a lot of credit for what happened with the Warriors when I don't. Yeah, he has some front office job, but he ain't coached nothing. Last time he was doing something, he was running Phoenix. D'Antoni wouldn't run the offense and the defense scheme he wanted, so he fired him. Then he went to doing the commentary. All the while, Mark Jackson, for whatever reason, don't get no opportunities. Just like Rick Carlisle did with my Detroit Pistons of 04 team. He coached them guys up in Golden State. He was telling you in the beginning, I watched that game in the press conference. Steph and Clay, the best backcourt I ever seen in the media, laughed at him. They ain't laughing now. So he coached them young cats up. That young dynasty that Jerry West was helping them build. Shout out to late, great Jerry West. And then they were primed to win titles, and they pick him as the coach. But Jeff, how you gonna say he ain't a great coach? Because they didn't drafted a lot of great talent, ain't done nothing with it. So if Steve Kerr is such a great coach, why the hell he can't repeat what Mark Jackson did? Coach these people up. You got this whole Kuminga situation where this dude can play, and he ain't really trying to play second fiddle to Steph no one, and you just got him riding the bench. Y'all probably be a better team with that dude out there. And I get it, if he's been working on this craft and game. I'm not. Steph getting old. This ain't just a Steph show. You can't craft your offense to build more into it. So I'm sitting back looking like, this ain't no damn coach of nothing. He a figurehead. You had Wiseman. He was a big dude, center. They ain't do nothing with him. Like, dude, y'all had talent. How is all these young players you get, you ain't really doing too much with them? And y'all stay a bottom feeder team at the bottom of the playoff rating. Y'all stay in the 6th to 10th range. They ain't seen the top 4 in a while. But you saying he's a great coach? No. Larry Brown got all the credit, but Rick Carlisle built up the Pistons. He taught him everything he know to become champion. He took all the credit. And I didn't credit him because they was already coached up from Carlisle to go to the 04-05 finals. After that, we still had Larry Brown. No, he left. Because he was secretly looking to go take the president operation job at Cleveland. But if you're a great coach, to me, it shows how you coach up the new players you get. Because this person did your job already. You just don't mess it. Just don't fuck it up. You good. So when you sit and look at all these coaching jobs in NFL, come off the couch and get opportunities. And I can see why some people look at, well, why some of these coaches ain't leaving college, come to the pros? Well, why would they? You got total power in college. The players getting some money now, so they being compensated. And you ain't got to deal with no owner that's on some bull, thinking they know something. Cut the check and get out the way and look pretty on camera in your skybox. And for all them Cowboy fans, until Jerry Jones step away, y'all will never win shit. Because he got to be the reason y'all win. And he don't know nothing. Do the players he draft have some talent? Yes. But do they have that? They want to be a champion DNA? No. It's been 30 years now since the last time they won with Troy Aikman now. And this is the same dude that told the great Jimmy Johnson, I could have got anybody to do your job. And he left. And they won with Jimmy players that last title, 95-96 year. And after all the Jimmy Johnson players left, they ain't won shit since. Bunch of hype, win a few games, maybe win a playoff game, but you ain't going to pencil in the Cowboys for the Super Bowl or conference championship games almost in the end of January. They going to find a way to blow it. They probably could have won 4 or 5 in a row if you'd have kept Jimmy Johnson, but nah. Because I need some credit. You the owner. They give you the trophy after the Super Bowl. That's enough. So until he stepped down from his spot, so I think his son and everybody else will actually hire the people that know what they're doing and get out the way. But Jerry Jones ain't gonna do that. Like Suge Knight said, all up in the videos. He need to be the one with all the press talking to. You ain't the coach, dude. Why all the press ask you, so what's going on with the team? You should be asking the coach that, not you. But you want to be the coach without being the coach. To his credit, he got on relevant. They one of the top franchise worth, what, almost $10 billion now? But don't win nothing. So he definitely keep them in the papers. And they had Jimmy Johnson, and he disrespected him. So I can see why a lot of these college coaches are, man, I'm staying in college. I ain't gonna deal with all that crap over there. Well, you won a national title and Super Bowl. Who cares? Championship. If they paying you almost $50 million to be a college coach and you keep playing for a national title, why would you go to the NFL? Because everybody ain't about winning in the NFL. They got their own agendas. And all the politics that you hear people talk about now that they deal with within these teams. Egos and all this crap. You do your thing in college. So I get it. I don't know if Deion's position changed, but Coach Prime has said before, man, these cats be doing everything different. It ain't just about winning. So I'd rather stay here where I could teach young men. Once you get to the pros, some of the cats be making more than the coach. So what you talk? Stop talking to me. I'll pay your salary for the day. Pretty sure something that disrespectful. You know? So it's kind of weird. Now, Jenny Buss story came out this week on how she felt she didn't like the narrative that LeBron was going to be the savior of the Lakers, how him and Rich Paul Clutch Sports took over their team. Well, we had a running joke that he was the GM of the team as well. And a lot of people they picked, it did seem that way because his son is getting free money. And he ain't an NBA player yet. He working on it. I said it during that draft. You could have drafted one of Connecticut players who just won another national title to help the Lakers win. But y'all want to have y'all lifetime story, Brian and Bronny, NBA journey, on opening day, and pay that man the money he getting. So I'm sitting here, oh, it's coming out that she had an issue with all this. Well, you went along with it. I mean, you should. Magic came back. He was trying to build a Showtime Lakers Part 2. All that young talent he drafted. Y'all should have stayed with that model. It worked with Golden State. Other teams. No, Magic want to make a splash, go get LeBron, bring him to my team. And I watched this dude, when he first get here, walking in the arena with a glass of wine in his hand. No one saying, what the hell is wrong with him? He ain't committed to winning. Laker fans who had to say, nah, this is Laker Nation. We win championships. We don't care about what you did nowhere else. You need to get on Kobe level because he gave it everything he had to win us titles. Rest in peace, Kobe and everybody in that helicopter and his daughter. And the Laker Nation got on his ass to where he had to stop worrying about going to make some movies with his production company and all that crap and actually win a title. To his credit, he won that bubble title. I don't really count it, but he won one. But then the power he amassed over time, like, dude, how y'all let this dude take over your team? So I blame Jenny for that. Once you start seeing it happening, you should have traded his ass. No, you got to go. Just like that Temptation movie taught us, no one is bigger than the group. No one is bigger than this Laker name. So if she really felt that way, she should have traded him. So I'm like, don't talk about it now. Because what? The way I look at it, since he's old and he's leaving the league now, I mean, someone might pick him up next year, but do you want the headache of all that? You got to bow at his feet and all this influence he wants and all this crap. It may be a desperate team out there for that. But once you see he don't have the same power and leverage he had, I really don't want to hear about Jeannie Buss saying how she felt this and that. So what? When you saw it, you should have got rid of him. And had she got rid of LeBron, have the guts, get in that podium. This is Lakers above anybody. I don't care what you did nowhere else. This is the Lakers. We got chips. And you're going to add to it or hit the bricks. I don't think no Laker fan would have said nothing wrong if she gave that type of statement. Because you got a lot of people like, well, damn, y'all didn't let Kobe run amok like that. He had to threaten to trade to leave because y'all wouldn't play Andrew Bynum. Y'all telling him this dude out of high school is sweet, but you ain't playing him. And he's trying to get Jason Kidd to come there and they ain't want him. So 07, 08, he was like, man, trade me. Because I need help to get a chip. You telling me this dude talented, but you don't want to play him. And if I started playing him, you saw he did have talent. Before he started having leg issues. So It's like y'all didn't give Kobe no carte blanche over the team like that, and then him and Rich Paul. Now this dude got a podcast where he running his mouth on. Well, if I was them, I would trade Luka or I would trade Austin Reeves and do this and this. And then Austin Reeves agent run up on him like, don't keep my client name out your mouth. Then LeBron got to go out here. Man, I don't know why he talking like that. He don't speak for me, and I'm last bullshit. My opinion. Y'all been running rush out the Lakers all this time. Now this dude talking about since you was gone with your injury, Austin Reeves and Luka had the Lakers in the top 4. Balling. He come back, they look suspect. They telling you the third option now. This Austin Reeves has elevated. But now your boy with Max on the podcast talking about, well, y'all need to get rid of him to get some more stuff. No, go trade LeBron. And I heard something about they might. Please don't resign that dude. Let him leave. Let him go run amok on somebody else's team. Because when you don't be happy, you've been seeing a lot of stuff. Like, okay. He's going to be on one of them type of modes. And, Jeff, you just be hating LeBron. Just watch. Watch how the rest of the season play out. If it's still the standing fact that they don't want him back. That's an embarrassment to his brand and his name. And he ain't going to go out quietly. He Petty Davis, in my opinion. The only reason why this Jenny Bus article has come out now because, he ain't got the power he once had. So I could talk shit about him now. Which is kind of lowbrow because you an owner. Say it with your chest when he had total power. What are you the Lakers? What are he going to do to you? So don't say it once you realize he ain't got the same power he once had. No. Do it when he's still at the height of his powers. He might even respect you. But doing it now, it is kind of foul. Like, why you running your mouth now? A lot of the Laker fans been sitting here waiting him to get off the team to start rooting for the team again. Even though now you gave me Luka, another dude that don't play defense. Now what the hell? Two-way player need to be the standard. If you want to be superstar with over $300 million max money. That's what we always had on the Lakers. Well, at least the Pistons, they still doing good. I mean, they number 1 at 32-10. Boston moved up to number 2, 27-16. Knicks fell to 3rd, 26-18. They were having a loser streak. And Toronto was 27-19 and 4. And in the West, OKC, man, 37-8. A lot of people call their title a fluke. Guess they're trying to prove them wrong. Surprisingly, San Antonio second, 31-14. Didn't see that coming. Denver, 30-15. See what they do without Jokic. And Houston with Kevin Durant, 26-16 and 4th. So we're going to see how this season pick up after the Super Bowl. And the Jenny Bus story, that story came out a day ago. I believe more is going to come out because it's a fire sale. As of now, y'all not re-signing him. He's older. He didn't make the All-Star team as a starter. Luka was number 1 getter overall. Second was Giannis. So it's showing we're moving to the next phase of players. LeBron era is over. And everybody who knows something they don't like about him, unfortunately, going to have some guts to say it now. Which to me, I think is gutless because say it when he has his power. Stand on the 10 toes. Don't wait till, his power is fading. He don't have total control. Him and Rich Paul don't run rough shot no more. Do it when they run rough shot. They respect you more. I respect you more. Don't wait till you find out what teams, but they don't want them. They want them to just go away now. Well, you know, he did this back in 2015. Oh, really? Don't talk about it now. But more will come for the season end. Should be some good games Saturday, Sunday. New JLE Lounge show tomorrow. New ground floor. Rerun interview. And a lot of me going on sports. We see what else happens. So if y'all enjoy this episode, you're in Detroit, hey, I looked at the weather, man. It's negative degrees and feel like negative all night. Be safe, stay warm. Go to Middle Ground Jelly Network channel and watch it. And y'all have a good one. Till next time. Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to purchase my latest products, my books and music, go to Amazon.com. I have new merchandise on the way. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE Network. Thanks for coming.